Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight I will be reviewing Cobra Kai Season 3, which debuted on Netflix in 2021 and was directed by Jon Hurwitz, Hayden Schlossberg, Lin Oeding, Steven Tsuchida, Jennifer Celotta, and Josh Held. And stars Ralph Macchio, William Zabka, Courtney Henggeler, Xolo Mariduena, Tanner Buchanan, Peyton List, Mary Mouser, Jacob Bertrand, Elisabeth Shue, Yuji Okumoto, Tamlyn Tomita, and Martin Kove. Now, this was the actual first season that Netflix fully took over Cobra Kai. And what a way to take it over. I mean, Jon Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg wrote some really good stuff that introduced characters that we had not seen in this series from the actual movies. And it put them in there in such a good way that it just works. They brought back Yuji Okumoto as Chosen. And this is a different Chosen than what we saw in the movie. He starts off looking like he's still the bitter, angry character that he was in Karate Kid Part 2. But it turns out he has grown as a character, just like a lot of these characters have throughout these years. And he is not the bad guy anymore. And he is a really good guy now. And it's so cool to see Yuji playing the character in this way and us getting to see him in a new light. And then alongside him, we get the return of Tamlyn Tomita. And she is just still as beautiful and as great as ever playing Kumiko. I loved her character in Karate Kid Part 2. Even though I did like Elisabeth Shue as Allie, and we'll get to her in a minute, I really got into the new, especially when it led to a stronger version of Ralph Macchio's Daniel. And having her back in this was really good. She was only in a couple of episodes, but when she was in it, it was really good. They had this little throwback to where Daniel saved the girl, and we get to see her fully grown up and everything. And it was really good. All the scenes in Okinawa was really well done in here. And can't mention characters from the previous films without mentioning who I just talked about a little bit earlier, and that is Elisabeth Shue playing Allie Mills. And she does reprise her role in, just like Tamlyn Tomita did and Yuji Okumoto does, and she reprised her role in a couple of episodes as the character. And even though a lot of people were more excited about her in this, I found the sequences with Tamlyn Tomita and Yuji Okumoto much better than the scenes with the Allie Mills character as played by Elisabeth Shue. Now, there's nothing against Elisabeth Shue, because like I said, I liked her in the original film. But they moved on from that relationship, and he had moved into the relationship with Kumiko. And I just thought it was so stupid that they just made that disappear. And having, now it works a little bit better because you do have, it is more They do a little bit of a role reversal here, and they have William Zabka's Johnny hanging out with Elisabeth Shue's Allie a lot more, and them reconnecting and showing that they both have grown and everything. But she's not here to fully further the storyline by, actually becoming a regular character in this film. She's just there to tie up a few little loose ends here, and that character just didn't feel as good as what it was with Kumiko and Chosen. I think they were much better executed in this show. Now, with all that out of the way, another thing that this first season for Netflix does very well, and it gives a great bunch of backstory to Martin Kove's Kreese. Now, I will say that I do not like the actor's look that's playing young Kreese, and I don't believe it's the same actor that was playing the young Kreese in the previous, I think it was season 1, when you see a younger version of Kreese, because I think that actor looked a lot more like young Martin Kove, unless they just basically did some digital trickery in there. But this actor, he doesn't do bad playing the character, I don't think, but I was never fully believing that he was a younger version of Martin Kove. Performance-wise and story-wise, it is a great backstory for his character, though. And once you get past that and you can try to move on from this actor not really looking like a younger version of Martin Kove, the story is better than what the actor shows. Like I said, the actor's not bad at performing the character. But yeah, it fleshes out Martin Kove's Kreese in a way to where you completely understand his motives and you completely understand what he's doing in the present day setting, because some of these things tie back to what he is doing in season 3. So I would say this is the best season ever for Martin Kove's character of Kreese. Really good. But other characters stand out in this season as well. Of course, Tanner Buchanan playing Robbie is pretty strong this season. And Peyton List is... she started in season 2 as a character, and in this one, she just becomes an even better character and becomes even stronger as a character in this season. I really have become fully invested into this character at this point. Mary Mauser, by this point, has been completely let down. Her Samantha is playing a scared little girl in here, and it's kind of stupid stuff like they were doing with part 3 of Karate Kid by making Daniel afraid of Mike Barnes and everything, and they're basically doing the same thing here with Sam against Tori, and it's stupid. It is stupid. She was a very strong character in season 1 and season 2, and they really hurt her character by doing this with her, I think. Jacob Bertrand as Hawk is really good in this season as well. I think this might be one of his standout seasons. I said in the previous season, season 2, he started getting really good. Well, this one, he might be, leading into a moment that we will see later in the seasons. And it is great to see the characters grow like this. And of course, Ralph Macchio is really good as Daniel, and I think this is probably the best Daniel has been in the series so far, because normally he is playing an arrogant little prick, in my opinion, and William Zabka is always the one that's you're looking at and enjoying his performance. And this season isn't really much different than that, because you are still fully invested in Johnny's story. And Xolo Mariduena's Miguel coming out of his coma and working toward getting better and recovering, and Johnny helping him through that was a really strong point for those two characters. So I'm going to give Cobra Kai Season 3. I'm going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10. This is a very strong, excellent season. Unlike most people, though, I do not stand completely by the bringing back of Elisabeth Shue the way they did. Like I said, it was good for, getting to see Johnny and Allie getting together and, everything, but it went nowhere by the end of the season. So, but yes, the reintroduction of Kumiko and Chosen was very well done. And of course, that back history for Kreese was amazing. But what do you guys think of this season of Cobra Kai? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And, as usual, if you enjoyed this review, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan.
Well, that's it for another action movie night. If you missed last week's action movie night, check out the link above to get caught up on that one. And if you've missed any other videos, check out this down here where you can watch a playlist of any of our action movie nights that you have missed.